Okay, and the theme this year is Grow, Sow, and Show It
In 2016.
in 2016.
Yeah.
What a great banner. Well, let's have a seat here, Todd, and
Okay.
let's chat a little bit about what the entertainment's going to be like this year at the Steele County Fair. All right, we're sitting here today with the Steele County Fair entertainment organizer, Todd Hale.
Yes, sir.
And Todd, what's your official title here at Steele County?
Well, I'm director of free stage entertainment here at the fair, and also do the advertising and the publicity for the fair as well.
So you're the marketing guru
I'm kind
here.
of the marketing man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does that? How intensive is that for you, for something this big?
Well, it starts early in the year. I mean, you know, people think that we put this thing together in a period of weeks before the fair, but actually it's the full summer, almost. And I start booking entertainment, for instance. Some entertainment we bring back every year because we know that it's entertainment that people look forward to seeing when they come here to the fair. But we get maybe 50% at least, or maybe a little more, 60% new entertainment that we try to bring in, new groups as well.
So you keep things fresh, so it doesn't
keep
just
things
stagnate
fresh,
and it's not the same old thing.
And we try and you know, we consider the age groups that we're going to be programming for.
Sure.
We know that young people today probably aren't going to come and watch old-time music, for instance.
Okay.
But old-time music has been a part of the Steele County Fair since it began.
Sure.
And there's still people around that will sit out here in the park on Saturday afternoon, which is our old-time day, and never move.
Right.
And they love it, you know, and it brings back memories of the old times of theirs, and wedding anniversaries, or weddings, or wedding dances, or this type of thing.
And when we were kids, that's what we grew up with.
That's right.
So our generation grew up with that kind of music, and so again, anytime you hear a song, it's gonna bring you back to where you were.
You bet.
Exactly.
And
now, do you have a flavor here as far as types of music that you don't bring in, or types of music that you definitely center in on when you're looking for entertainment here?
It depends on where the entertainment's going to be, but I think country music is popular. We try to use country music attractions in our beer garden quite a bit. That's good beer drinking music, you know, so people enjoy that. But we also try to bring in music of the day, the current day, rock music, you know, and that's why we have been so successful with Hairball, which has been here now. This is the third year in a row that we brought them to the grandstand, and they always bring in a good crowd. And we've always, you know, you kind of take a chance on music in the grandstand. You aren't quite sure how it's going to go over. Right. This year we've got 2 nights of music in the grandstand. Hairball, one of them, been very popular. People say, yeah, we're going to come back. We want to see him again. You know,
Hairball. I've never heard of this group. Tell me a little bit about this group.
You're really putting me on the spot now, because it's probably not my kind of music.
Well, probably not mine either, but I bet
they're known all over the Midwest.
Okay.
And they not only do rock music, but they also do a pyrotechnic type of thing with their act as well.
Sure.
And they travel in a luxurious motor coach around. I mean, they're very successful. And you know, you don't want to kick a good thing out that you've had success with, you know.
So they're going to be there the first
They'll
night?
be the Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's center on the grandstand if you want to. Bull riding is coming in on Tuesday night.
Okay.
That's really been a popular venue as well, and we've had it on the first night of the fair for a number of years.
Do you have a full rodeo, or?
It's primarily, I don't think you could call it exactly a full rodeo. It's primarily bull riding. I mean, they don't have horses, they
Sure.
have bulls.
Sure, sure.
And it's,
Do you have the mutton busting then
yeah,
too?
we have mutton busting there that night, and
Mutton busting, for those of you that are watching that don't know what mutton busting is, it's where you put little kids on sheep with helmets and let them stay on as long as they can. So some would say that's not effective parenting, but it's fun.
it's fun.
It's
It's
fun.
fun, and it's I think it's safe, you know.
Yeah.
We just have a good time with it, and they usually are full
Sure.
as far as the number of entrants are concerned.
Well, what's the youngest age that does the mutton busting?
You would have to ask the person who's in charge of the
Okay.
mutton busting. I'm not too familiar with their age categories,
Sure.
but there's some pretty young kids in there.
Yeah,
There's some pretty-
I've seen some of those competitions where they have 4 and 5-year-olds up there
Yeah.
on those sheep. So.
I know it, yeah, there are. But anyway, we don't have a rodeo as such.
Okay.
It's bull riding.
Sure.
And that's Tuesday night, that's
Yeah.
opening night of the fair.
Okay.
Wednesday, we have a double feature. We have our Battle of the Bands, Steele County Fair Battle of the Bands.
Awesome.
This is for bands that want to compete for
Mm-hmm.
a $500 prize. Not necessarily related, not necessarily limited to rock bands, can be country bands, it can be
Sure.
bluegrass bands, it can be any other kind of band. We only take 6 entries into that, and at the point we're filming this, we have 3 in already, so it doesn't
Okay.
take long to fill it up. And
Who chooses the 6? Do you have a bunch of entries?
it's just
and
a
then you
matter of who, the first 6 that come in.
I see.
And
Okay.
that's what we use. And there's some local bands, but we also used to limit it to local bands.
Right.
Now we have opened it up to bands from anywhere.
And what's the price?
So $500
$500 for that.
for the winning band.
Wow, how
And
awesome.
we have a judging panel, and
Sure.
we also have a system that we use for the audience to pick their personal favorite as well.
That's awesome.
So we've had, and ironically, the first 3 that we have in are, 2 of the 3 are one from South Dakota, as a matter of fact.
What are the names of the
They're a
bands?
band.
Can you tell me what
Well, I
those
have them, but I don't have them here with me.
Can you tell me what type of music are?
I
so
think
far?
probably we're talking mostly country, possibly rock.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. No bluegrass in yet, huh?
No bluegrass in yet, and we may not, we've never had bluegrass in,
Okay,
but that was
okay.
a thought that I passed along, so. Then later that evening, we have that Battle of the Bands is a free grandstand show.
Okay.
That's free to everybody to come. And then later on at 8 o'clock, we have Chris Brooks and the Silver City Boys, and that definitely is a country
Sure.
band, and they'll get underway around 7:30, and that's a paid admission.
And that's the Wednesday night program.
That's the Wednesday night program.
So let's go to Thursday.
Thursday's Hairball.
Hairball's
Hairball's
Thursday.
on Thursday.
That's the big.
That's the big music one.
Okay.
And then on Friday, we move into our motor event, so to speak.
Sure.
We have the tractor truck pull
Okay.
on Friday night. Long time feature in the grandstand that
Sure.
draws a good crowd
Oh,
for that. And then Saturday morning at 8:30, we have the antique tractor pull.
Okay.
A lot of the tractors that are being shown over in the Village of Yesteryear, which is a complete showing of old tractors and
Sure,
old machines
sure.
that take part in that. That'll be at 8:30 Saturday morning.
Okay.
And then Saturday night at 6, we have the enduro race, and we always draw a good crowd for that, primarily because it's features a lot of local names.
Sure.
People like to watch their neighbors or friends or whatever.
Right.
If you
And-
don't know
and
what
what
the
kind
enduro
of
race
race-
is,
yeah, what kind of
it's
race is
go
that?
until you can't go anymore. You
Okay.
either run out of fuel or you get banged up and you can't run or whatever.
Okay. It's not like a demolition derby though, is it?
No, it isn't an intentional hit,
Yeah.
so to speak.
How long does it go?
Oh, we try to limit our grandstand shows so that they're out by 10.
Okay.
Well, this starts at 6, so I would guess it'll go till 9:30 probably.
How long does it
Maybe
take for a
close to
tank of
10.
gas to run out
Yeah,
on some of those
yeah.
big logs?
Right. And we have an actual track that's, that we've, that they plow out so that the track is there for it as well.
And you don't allow any electric cars on that, obviously.
No electric cars.
It's cheating.
Yeah, that's cheating, right. Then we wind up on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock with the one that really does pack the house, and that's the demolition derby.
Okay.
And
Now, who's that run? Is that run by Houston's over in Dodge County, or
Yeah.
Mark and Bruce Houston?
I think they do.
Okay, that's Crash Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be doing the demolition derby at 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, and that always draws a huge crowd too, because again, it involves local drivers, a lot of local drivers.
Are they going to have the Power Wheels demolition derby beforehand? I know they're doing that over in Dodge, where they have the little kids run the Power Wheels until the batteries run out.
I have not heard. Oh, they do.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I have not heard that's going to be a part of this.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
But that's our grandstand lineup for this year.
Sounds like another.
So it's going to be
award-winning-
another great.
another great time.
Well,
what
it
do you
is.
got going good at the? What's going good at the beer garden? I know that a lot of people saying, well, what are we going to listen to while we're drinking a beer at the Steele County
Well,
Fair?
and I think you from the website you can our Steele County Fair website, which people should really refer to.
Correct.
And they'll see pictures of some of the bands that we're bringing in, and of course our color brochure, which you and I are looking at.
Right.
They're going to be available all around town. They'll be available in Blooming Prairie. They'll be coming out in the Blooming and the Dodge County papers as well.
And you see you've got a map on here, and you've got some of the things that are going on in the attractions and the beer garden. This is going to be like gold come fair time.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be your fair Bible when you get to the fair.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be something you're not going to want to be without. But I look at some of the people you've got here. You've got the Covers coming in.
Covers,
you got Johnny Holm Band coming, and
Johnny Holm Wednesday. The Covers Tuesday night open up. Now you have to understand, some of these bands I haven't heard. I'm not particularly in charge of the beer garden. One of our fair board members, two of the fair board members, booked the beer garden bands.
Sure.
Mark Ditlevson and Roger Noble. But the Covers will be coming in. Then we have Jive and Ivan, who has been here with us before. They'll be performing 2 afternoons on Wednesday and Thursday. And then Wednesday night, Johnny Holm always brings in a good crowd in the beer garden.
now Jive and Ivan, they do a lot of the big bands type music, don't
Well,
they?
I think they do, and they're a pretty good sized group.
Yeah, they are.
Pretty good sized group, yeah.
From what I've heard, they're really good. And then another one that I noticed on here is Jacqueline Rose.
Yes.
That she packs the house.
And this is the first time that we've had her here
Okay.
at the fair.
Wow.
So we're looking forward to having her here. That'll be Saturday night. Friday night, Zed Leplin and Lizard King. You can imagine what that is. And the Mojo Blues Band in the afternoon on Friday. Then TPK, Them Pesky Kids, will be in on Thursday night in the beer garden.
Very good.
Lead Penny, which is Tim Penny from
Sure.
over in Waseca, and some of his sons are coming in Saturday afternoon. Dan Stursa is a Sunday afternoon feature. That's Old Time and Country.
Sure.
And then Church of Cash will wind up our entertainment in the beer garden at 6:30.
Now, if you haven't heard Church of Cash, I'll tell you what, this is the Johnny Cash impersonation.
And I guess, well, they are good, yeah.
They do the original Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash renditions of all their songs. I'll tell you what, you close your eyes, you couldn't tell it's not Johnny Cash up there singing, along with June Carter Cash, his wife. So that's going to be
We've
great.
had them
great show.
several years
That's
because they
awesome.
have been popular.
Yes.
And they'll be in on Sunday at 6:30. Sunday's entertainment's a little bit earlier so that people can enjoy the last night of the fair out on the fairgrounds.
And what time does it close on Sunday night then?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, Midway goes till...
Early enough so that they can get up for work on Monday? Or do they have to take a day off on Monday?
I hope they can get up and go to work. Yeah. We have, now, as far as our outdoor stages are concerned, and there's a there's an awful lot of acts, so we won't go through all of them.
Sure.
But we have 3 stages, well, actually 4 stages on the fairgrounds now, and that's kind of interesting because, you know, back when I started with the fair, we had 1 stage. That was the one out here in Fair Square Park.
Right.
Now we have, of course, the KRFO stage, which is over north of the Four Seasons building. That has been a part of the fair for a lot of years.
Sure, sure.
And we have a new stage, which is just east of the 4-H building, it's called, and we're naming that the Elmer Riesland stage in honor of Elmer Riesland, who passed away here, was it 3 years ago now? He was a fair manager, secretary manager for like 18 years.
Oh, how awesome. Is this the first year that they've had that stage?
We've had it, but not an official name for it. So the
Wonderful.
Fair Board felt that this was an appropriate way to honor him and the work he did to make this certainly the quality of fair
Sure.
that it is.
Are you going to christen
So we're going to
him or
have
cut ribbon, or-
we're going to have a little ceremony at 6 o'clock on opening night of the fair.
Awesome.
And the recent family will be here.
Oh, that's
We're going to
great.
have
Oh, that's great.
And so most of the week we have 2 things. It's kind of, the stage is sort of starting out in its infancy, you might
Right.
speak. But we have 2 features: the Thank a Farmer Magic Show, which has been here at the fair for 2 years. Back again, people enjoy it. We wanted something that centers around agriculture and around our farm population here in Steele County. And this is a great show that does that. They'll be alternating with a group called Enticing Entertainment, who has a variety of jugglers and stilt walkers and this type of thing. So they'll be performing on the Riesland stage. And then over on the east side of the fairgrounds, we have the stage at the Village of Yesteryear. And they book their own acts over there, but they have a full week of acts going on at the Village of Yesteryear. And of course, all of this is free.
Right.
Steele County free fair. You could, I don't suppose any of you will, but you could come to the fair and not spend a dime and still enjoy yourself with all kinds of entertainment.
As long as there's elephant ears at a fair,
Well,
I don't think
that's all you
anybody's
need.
you need that.
Is that
Do you
all
have, do you have the carnival here too, and the rides, the Midway, and the?
Yes, we have the Gold Star Midway.
Okay.
And this is their 3rd year with us, and we're very happy with them. They bring 40 rides in, and don't ask me how they get all those rides in on the Midway area here on the fairgrounds, because it doesn't look like it would hold 40 rides, but they get 40 rides in. And of course, we have our mega ride ticket, which has been very popular. We sell close to 5,000 of them each year, allowing the holder of the ticket or the wristband that they get with the ticket to unlimited rides for the entire week of the fair on the Midway.
How much is that?
$49.
Oh,
And
that's
you mean
wonderful.
you can't pay a babysitter to sit with your kids while you go to the fair for
You
that?
can't even go to a couple hours in Disney for that.
No.
And this is
It's a
unlimited
great bargain.
rides.
And
Oh,
the
it
only
is.
place you can buy them is at Hy-Vee here in Owatonna.
Okay.
And they have to be purchased by 5 p.m. the opening night of the fair.
I see.
So they're on sale now, and they'll be on sale over at Hy-Vee until August 16th at 5 o'clock p.m.
Wonderful.
We also have, many other pieces of entertainment on the fairgrounds as you stroll around. We've got the petting zoo, which is popular, and they bring in close to 80 animals from around the world. I mean, how many kids in Steele County or neighboring counties have had an up-close association with a camel, for instance?
Right.
Which they can ride, by the way.
Oh, you got camel rides going on?
We got camel rides.
Oh, my
Yeah, we have
goodness.
camel rides going on. So the petting zoo, we have the pig races.
Sure.
And that's been around for quite a number of years, and they always draw a great crowd.
Sure.
You know, the same outfit that brings the petting zoo in has the pig races.
Correct. Now, this is all wonderful, but, this is kind of just like we need to remember that this county fair is about 4-H and the kids and the animals and the judging, and all that good stuff is going to be here too.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know how we're going to fit it all in a week. I just don't know.
It does get fit in, and we haven't even made mention of the livestock that's here, and the various livestock shows that are held over in the east side. And of course, we have the beautiful Radel building here at the fair now, which accommodates the horses.
Right.
And we have the Watana Foundation building, which accommodates sheep, and so these other breeds, you might say, are all accommodated for on the east side of the fairgrounds.
Right.
And so there are people who just like to come and walk through the barns, and that sometimes brings back old memories of people who spent some years of their life on the farm.
Now, what time can you actually come into the grounds?
You can come into the grounds anytime.
Anytime, right?
We have a lot of people who love to watch the setup.
Sure.
And you'll find people sitting in the park over here. In fact, we started putting entertainment on stage in Fair Square Park here on Tuesday afternoon, even before the official opening of the fair, which is 5 o'clock. We've only done that for a couple years because the park is full on Tuesday afternoon. If it's a nice day, people come for lunch or they want to stay here for the afternoon. Why not bring some entertainment on stage?
Oh, sure. We
spend a lot of money on entertainment. I'll tell you that. But
what's your budget this year for entertainment?
Oh, and it's over 40.
Over 40,000?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, I just want to let people that are watching know on our website and on our Facebook pages on the Dodge County Independent and the Steele County Times, we are going to have every morning, and I'm going to be here with a video camera before the fair opens. And I'm going to be here with my video camera so that when you wake up in the morning, you can tune into our website and know exactly what's going to happen on that day in the fair. I'm going to give you a video update of what's about to happen at Steele County Fair on that day. I'm going to give you a weather report. I'm going to give you a pollen count. I'm going to let you know what to wear on that day, and I'm going to encourage you to come out to the fair. So every day, we're going to have this on our video, and it's going to be a fun little segment that people can tune into on Facebook, and we can let them know what's happening in case they don't have their fair Bible with them.
Right.
So we will be here every single morning. In fact, one of the days we're going to milk the cows in the morning.
Hey, well, good luck.
And I'm an old Wisconsin boy, so I have to get back into that, you know.
Okay.
So
all right.
But
let me mention before we get off entertainment here that our human cannonball is back this year. David Smith, the human cannonball, and he'll be making 2 shots a day, 5:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. on the Midway.
But there's no cannonball rides, right?
No cannonball rides. No, I'm sorry, there aren't. But he gets shot over a Midway ride.
Wow.
Here at the fair, and David Smith. It all began when his dad was here, and his dad is retired now. This is the young boy. The whole family really are cannonballs. They travel all over the world. And so he'll be here for 2 shots a day at the fair, and people, no matter how many times they've seen him, they come back again and pack the Midway there to watch him go over the ride and into the net.
I want to get in one of those rides where I can actually videotape him
Wouldn't
coming
that
over
be?
top.
Well, you can do that, and I've seen it done. So you have to get a hold of the Midway owner, and he'll set you up.
That'd be great.
You up, probably in the Ferris wheel. You know, where I've seen
that would
it.
be great.
You can, get a shot of that, the cannonball shot.
Well, Todd, this has been just very enlightening, and I just know this is going to be a great success. I know you've got another appointment, and we just thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Well, it's wonderful to talk with you about it.
Wonderful to talk to you
also. We hope
also.
that we'll be more successful this year, and I'm confident we will with the weather. Last year we had what we've been due to have over the past 5 years when the weather has been almost perfect here at the fair. We had a bad one last year. We had several days of wind and rain, and one night even got so bad that even the Midway shut down. That was Saturday night of the fair. Well, we hope that doesn't happen. Usually August is fairly dry. And
we'll have to go over to the little chapel on the yesteryear over there and make sure that somebody's over there praying us in some good weather.
Well, we've got 2 services on Sunday morning here at the fairgrounds. One over at the village, a traditional service, and a contemporary service over here in Fair Square Park. which really it does attract a full
Sure,
crowd
sure.
as well for Sunday morning services.
Well, that's wonderful.
But by that time, the fair's
Yeah,
over.
but, yeah, we'll have to get to those pastors the week before, and make sure they're getting us
Oh,
covered.
yeah, we need to be covered. But I thank you for this, and remember our theme, Grow, Sow, and Show It, in 2016. When the fair gets here, you'll see the new slogan that we have selected for 2017. It's put up on the grandstand where where the one has been all year for this year, and you'll see the new slogan for 2017. So,
Well, thank you, Todd.
you're
Yeah.
welcome.
As I said, have fun at the fair this year in Steele County. It's the biggest fair in the state of Minnesota.
Biggest county fair.
Biggest
and
county
it's
fair.
August 16th to the 21st. We'll see you.